Today on August 28th, Jesus and Michael warn, your time is not over. A night visitation is coming. Open this before August 28th, this is heaven's last call. Open it immediately. It's just for you. Don't try to skip this. I have watched you count the hours that felt like stones in your chest. I saw the night you pressed your palm against the window and asked if the sky still listened. I heard the prayer you whispered under your breath when you thought no one would notice, the small one, the one you called unworthy of my attention. I gathered that prayer like a flame and I have kept it burning. I have not forgotten you. I have not left you. Your time is not over. You thought the delay meant denial. You mistook silence for absence. You looked at the closed door and wondered whether you had misread me. Hear me now. I was shaping what you asked for so it would not break you when it arrived. I was moving what you could not see, clearing snares, turning the ground beneath what looked solid but was hollow. I was hiding you in the cleft while the storm finished spending itself. You have survived rooms that tried to erase the outline of your name. You endured voices that told you to shrink, to be quiet, to make yourself less so others could feel more. You swallowed disappointment like bitter medicine and kept walking anyway. That was not wasted. I saw every step you took that no one applauded. I counted them, one by one, and I counted them as faith. There is a night visitation prepared for you. It is not the visitation of fear, nor the shadow that repeats old lies. It is the visitation that arrives when lamps are trimmed and a soft wind moves the curtain in a room that hasn't been opened in years. You will notice it because the air will change. You will notice it because something that used to terrify you will lose its voice. You will notice it because peace will press against your ribs with a weight you can finally rest beneath. Archangel Michael goes before this message with a sword of clarity. He troubles the waters that conceal, he breaks the nets that entangle, he stands watch where your life was being negotiated without your consent. He says to you with urgency, not to frighten but to wake, guard your gate, open your hands, release what is not aligned. The hour is late, but it is not too late. You are not late. Your time is not over. You wondered whether you went wrong at the fork where comfort and calling diverged. You replayed that day until the tape wore thin. Stop punishing yourself for what I have already redeemed. I do not consult your past to write your future. I use your past like seed, buried, not discarded, so that what grows next is sturdy enough to carry what comes. A night visitation is coming. In it, I will put before you the fragment you lost when you were young and thought you had to be loud to be loved. In it, I will bring up the face of one who hurt you and remove the sting, not to excuse them, but to free you. In it, I will return to you the color you surrendered to survive. You will wake and find that the gray is lifting. You will discover laughter that doesn't require an apology. This is heaven's last call for postponement, not for you, but for the things that have been postponing you. The delay you accepted as how it is will be confronted. The agreements you signed in weariness, agreements with hopelessness, with scarcity, with unworthiness, are being revoked. The signature that matters is mine, and it is written over your days with permanence. You are still appointed. You are still called. You are still seen. You have been feeling the tremor, a restlessness that pushes you to clean the corners, to delete the old messages, to step outside at odd hours and breathe. That tremor is not anxiety, it is alignment. Respond to it. Put your house in order, not because a disaster is coming, but because a blessing that fits you isn't content to sit in a cluttered room. Prepare a place. Clear a table. Make room for the conversation you have been praying to have. Before the day closes, speak this aloud in your room: my time is not over. Say it softly if you must, then say it again until the atmosphere learns your language. Say it until the mirror no longer contradicts you. Say it because truth spoken in faith rearranges what pretends to be final. You are not bargaining with me, you are agreeing with me. There is a name you keep checking on, a place you keep circling, an answer you demand be written in clouds. I am not cruel, I am careful. The night visitation will separate the ache from the assignment. It will reveal whether that name is a lesson or a partner, whether that place is a station or a destination, whether that answer is a door or a distraction. You will not have to guess by pain any longer, you will recognize by peace. You think courage is loud, but courage can be quiet. Courage is standing up in the same room and deciding to be new. Courage is answering when joy knocks and you want to pretend you aren't home. Courage is forgiving yourself for not knowing what you couldn't have known. Tonight, I will pour courage in measures that match your need. Michael speaks: put away franticness. Fast from panic. Hold your line. He has stood between you and what hunts your attention. He has cut a path through rumor and accusation. He has placed a shield over your sleep. Do not use your tongue to build what he has been assigned to dismantle. Do not rehearse the script of dread. Say what heaven is saying and watch what changes. You have been loyal to things that have not been loyal to you. Let that sentence lift the weight from your shoulders, not chain you to regret. Loyalty is holy when it is given to what is true. Tonight, I will reassign your loyalty. I will show you the difference between patience and paralysis. I will teach you to stay with what grows you and release what drains you. The person who manipulates your tenderness will no longer read you like a map. The demand wrapped in guilt will lose its power. Do not be surprised when the right doors open as quietly as dawn. Do not be offended when the wrong doors close as firmly as a judge's hand. You asked me to lead you, I am leading you. I am not leading you in circles. I am leading you out. There is an inheritance that belongs to you that no one can spend for you, and no one can steal from you unless you agree to their theft. The papers are being placed in your hand at night so that when the morning comes you are not caught negotiating what is already yours. Authority will feel strange on you at first because you have worn apology like a jacket for so long. Take off apology. Put on authority. Walk in rooms without asking permission to be there. You will be given a sign. It will be simple so you cannot mistake it, 3 interruptions that align, or 3 confirmations that arrive from different directions but speak one sentence. When you see it, you will know that the hand behind it is mine. Stop calling it coincidence. Call it care. The way you have asked me to speak, I will. I will speak through the memory that comes without warning but lands gently. I will speak through the song you almost skip but somehow hear from the middle. I will speak through the stranger's kindness that answers the private question you dared not write down. I will meet you where you are, because where you are is where I have always met you. You are worried about wasted years. I restore years. You are worried about the late start. I build houses in days that men plan for decades. You are worried that you are too much or not enough. I made you exact. I designed your proportions for the road you must travel, the love you must carry, the work you must complete. You are not random. You are not a spare part in someone else's machine. You are the work of my hands. Let your body unclench. The night will not swallow you. The night will serve you. In that quiet, I will pour oil on the places that creak and threaten to splinter. In that quiet, I will straighten the picture of yourself that hangs crooked in your mind. In that quiet, I will sit beside you, not to judge, but to be with you, and my presence will teach you the difference between pressure and purpose. Set aside the objects that tempt you to numb yourself. They do not deserve your minutes. Set aside the screens that rehearse comparisons. They are not your measuring rod. Set aside the story you tell to stay safe. Safety without truth is a slow cage. I am not offering you danger, I am offering you life. Return to small obediences. Place water by your bed and bless it in my name. Write the one paragraph you keep postponing. Send the one message that is honest and clean. Stand barefoot for a moment and thank the ground for holding you. Open your window and say, "Come in, peace." These are not rituals to manipulate me, they are acts that tune you to the visitation you are about to receive. You asked me about provision. Provision is attached to path. Do not chase the thing, walk the path and the thing will meet you at the milestones appointed for you. The idea you buried because someone mocked it will walk back into your room tonight and sit on your chair and wait for you to acknowledge it. When you do, you will feel the old fear melt, because it was never about your adequacy, it was always about my timing. You asked me about love. Love is not a theater where you perform exhaustion for applause. Love is a garden where truth and tenderness take turns being the rain. I am healing your definition of love. The one who is sent to you will not require you to betray yourself to be chosen. The one who is sent to you will recognize what I recognize, that your heart, though scarred, is sovereign, and that your presence is a blessing, not a bargain. You asked me about family. I am visiting the lines that connect you. I am closing the leak where peace has been bleeding out for years. I am lifting the false verdict that said you are the problem. You are not the problem, you are the carrier of a solution that will confuse those who are married to chaos. Stand steady. Do not answer every ringing bell. Not every emergency belongs to you. Tonight, when you hear the small sound, the softest knock, the sense that the room brightened, the stillness that hushes even your thoughts, welcome it. That is the announcement. That is the angel adjusting the curtain. That is Michael at the threshold, sword sheathed, hands open, saying, "It is time." He is not here to frighten you. He is here to finalize what has been pending. You will dream, and in the dream you may find yourself in a house with many rooms. Walk the hallway without hurrying. Open doors without forcing. Where a room is dark, speak light. Where a room is crowded with furniture that is not yours, ask me what to keep and what to let go. Where a room holds a child, listen. Where a room holds an elder, receive. When you reach the window in the last room, open it and breathe. When you breathe, I will place something in your hands that you can carry into morning. You have feared waking up to the same day, the same ache, the same scarcity. But morning will not repeat the old oath over you. Morning will dress you differently. Morning will find you with eyes that recognize favor. Morning will listen when you speak and will remember what you say, because authority understands authority. This is heaven's last call to the story that tried to end you. It is not a threat to you, it is a notice to the forces that profited from your hopelessness. It says, release. It says, enough. It says, the appointed time has come, and the one who was supposed to go under is going over. You will not miss your hour. You will not become a museum of almosts. You will not be the person who could have, if only. You are crossing. You are reclaiming. You are becoming. I am with you in the crossing. I am the one who steadies your foot on the slick stones. I am the one who sets a table where others only expected a battlefield. I am the one who writes your name where you thought only numbers mattered. Do not despise the kindness that meets you in small ways. The gift card. The text at the precise minute. The quiet apology long overdue. These are the first fruits of a larger harvest. Your field is not barren. Your field is not cursed. Your field is thirsty, and I am sending rain. There will be a moment when you feel the urge to sabotage the good because it feels unfamiliar. Pause there. Breathe. Put your hand on your heart and say, I allow what heaven allows. Watch how the panic softens when consent replaces control. Watch how peace multiplies when you stop auditioning and start inhabiting. You have asked, but what if I fail again? Hear me, failure is not final when you walk with me. I transmute even your missteps into wisdom. I waste nothing, not even the tears you wiped on your sleeve so no one would see. The bottle that holds them is full, and I turn them into oil that makes hard places soft. You will feel this shift in your bones. Before the day turns, do one act of faith that your old fear would forbid. Write the application. Practice the introduction. Put the instrument back in your hands. Step outside and let the sun mark you with gladness. Fold the shirt you have been meaning to fold and see how even that small order echoes into larger rooms. Heaven loves a landing place. Make one. And when the night comes, do not dread it. The night is delivery, not delay. I will meet you there, not from far away but from within the very breath you breathe. You will not have to reach for me, I will be the one reaching for you. You will not need to manufacture wonder, you will need only to notice it. Jesus and Michael warn, your time is not over. A night visitation is coming. Open this before August 28th, this is heaven's last call. Open it immediately. It's just for you. Don't try to skip this. Let these words settle on your pillow. Let them ring against the walls of the room that thought it knew your limits. Let them chase the counterfeit countdown from your life. You are not running out. You are being filled up. I bless your sleep with answers that do not need explanation. I bless your morning with doors that do not require contortion. I bless your speech with clarity that refuses confusion. I bless your hands with the skill to hold what is heavy without growing hard. I bless your feet with paths that curve toward flourishing. I bless your name with favor that outlives rumor. When you wake, say thank you before you ask for anything. Gratitude cuts keys. Your gratitude will unlock 3 things at once: a conversation that brings peace, a provision you did not plan, and a courage that doesn't depend on applause. Walk through what opens. Walk through without delay. Walk through without apologizing for existing. I am not finished with you. The story you have rehearsed about endings has to make room for beginnings. You will testify of this night and you will do it with a softness that surprises even you. You will say, it was gentle, even as it was also mighty. You will say, I knew, because my voice will have taught you how to recognize me again. Carry this, your time is not over. Your hope is not naive. Your prayers are not background noise. Your heart is not a hazard zone. Your future is not a riddle I refuse to solve. Your life is not an accident I am obligated to manage. You are chosen with intention, defended with zeal, guided with tenderness. This is heaven's last call to what delays you, and heaven's first call to what delights you. Respond with your yes. Prepare your room. Make space on the table. Put ink in the pen. Light the small lamp. Tonight I visit. Tonight I reorder. Tonight I restore. And morning will find you ready. Today on August 28th, I speak to you without distance, without delay, without anything in between the beating of your heart and the breath I place within it. I am the one who formed you before you were seen, the one who called you by your name when no one else knew it yet, the one who writes beginnings where others draw endings. Hear me, your time is not over. I am not finished with you. The ink of your story is not dry, and the pages you fear are blank are waiting for a night visitation that is already moving toward you like a quiet river under moonlight. Do not skip this. Do not shrink from this. This is heaven's last call to the shadow you wrestle and the doubt that keeps returning with a disguised face. I am cutting that mask in two and calling the real you forward. You have measured yourself with rulers that were never made for you. You have compared your steps to footsteps that weren't walking toward life. You have stared at doors that slammed and thought that the hallway of waiting is proof that I left. But I have been in the hallway with you, counting the breaths you thought were wasted, turning each one into seed, and seed into harvest under the soil where your eyes cannot see. I tell you again, your time is not over. There is a turning tonight. There is a visitation that arrives with the hush of holy wind, with the soft strength that bends iron and unknots the oldest rope. You will feel it in the room where you set down your weariness. You will notice a small thing change, the way the air feels, the way a memory stops hurting, the way your own name no longer sounds like a problem to be solved. Do not try to skip this. Open your heart now, because I am already opening what had no hinges. Jesus stands with you in the threshold light. He has walked the long roads of rejection and knows the voice of accusation that pretends to be wise counsel. He has placed his hand on your shoulder for months while you slept, guarding you from conversations you never heard and arrows that never found you. He speaks for you when you cannot find words. He is your advocate, not your accuser, your lifter, not your ledger keeper. He is here, today, August 28th, to say what you need most. I have gone ahead of you. I have already stood in the hour you fear. I have already gathered in my hands the threads that look like frayed endings, and I am weaving them into a banner you will carry out of this night. Let this sink into you. Let it be heavier than the stones of regret. Let it be louder than the secret rehearsals of failure that play in your mind at 3 a.m. Open it immediately. It is just for you. Michael, the prince who wars for you, is not a myth to tidy up your fear, he is a flame in motion. He has seen the traps laid in polite words and the snares stitched in familiar places. He has walked through your rooms and marked the windows and doors. He is stationed where the ambush tried to learn your schedule. He has already pushed back the watchers who do not want your peace. He does not weep because you are weak, he weeps because you have believed you were alone. He bellows over your house tonight, a sound that the seen and the unseen will hear, a proclamation that says, "This one is sealed. This one is scheduled for visitation. This one is under orders of mercy." Let courage return to your bones. Let dignity return to your posture. Do not skip this word. It is for now. You have said, "But I wasted my chances." You have said, "But I said yes to the wrong voice." You have said, "But my hands are stained with trying to fix everything by myself." I tell you what I told the sea when it raged, "Be still." I tell you what I told the dawn when it hesitated, "Rise." I tell you what I tell your life in this hour, "Begin again." I have no shortage of beginnings. I am not rationing sunrise. I do not calculate mercy with a miser's arithmetic. You are not too late to the place only you can stand. The delay that eats at you is turning into delivery, and what you thought was lost time is becoming compost for a tender shoot breaking the ground. You will smell the green of it. You will know it is me. Do not try to skip this, receive it. I am canceling the language of almost. I am canceling the chorus of nearly. I am canceling the tastes that never became meals and the glimpses that never became landscapes. This is not a kindness made of crumbs, this is a table that will not fit in the old room. You have been asking for a small fix, I am orchestrating a full migration. The night visitation comes to move what cannot stay and to seat what cannot be shaken. You feared eviction from promise, I am evicting fear from your promise. Pack nothing that smells like humiliation. Bring only your yes. Bring only your honesty. Bring the pieces you were sure could never belong to the same future, because tonight I am the God of gentle adhesives and sudden welds, the one who mends you so invisibly that the break becomes your beauty. There is exposure in this, but not to shame you, to free you. I will draw back curtains you closed to survive. I will put light into closets you thought I would rather not look at. I am not disgusted by the dust. I am not surprised by the stain. I am the one who kneels with a basin and turns washing into witness. You will feel me deal with the small hidden agreements you made with despair, the private sentences that started with, "I guess I am just the kind of person who," I am editing those sentences. I am crossing out the lies so cleanly that you will read your name and finally hear the truth. You are the kind of person who outlives storms. You are the kind of person who inherits mornings. You are the kind of person who is very loved. Open this, let it be yours, do not push it away because it feels too good. The counterfeit felt easier because it was cheap, What I give is costly and already paid.